Long ago, before Israel had kings, the people often turned away from God. When they forgot him and followed their own ways, enemies rose up and made their lives difficult. One of the cruelest enemies were the Philistines, and they ruled over Israel for many years. But God did not forget his people. Instead, he planned to send them a very special leader, someone strong enough to begin rescuing them. One day, an angel appeared to a woman who could not have children. The angel said, "You will have a son. He will be set apart for God, and he will begin to rescue Israel from the Philistines." There were special rules. He must never drink wine, he must never eat unclean food, and most importantly, his hair must never be cut. Soon after, she gave birth to a boy. His name was Samson, and as Samson grew, the Spirit of God gave him incredible strength. Samson became famous for his amazing strength. He could do things no ordinary person could do. But Samson also made unwise choices. He often followed his emotions instead of God's wisdom. He fell in love with a Philistine woman, even though his parents warned him. That marriage ended in betrayal and fierce arguments. In anger, Samson fought the Philistines and killed many of them. From that day on, he became their greatest enemy. Time after time, the Philistines tried to capture Samson, and every time, he escaped. He tore a lion apart with his bare hands. He broke ropes as if they were threads. He once defeated 1,000 Philistine soldiers, using only the jawbone of a donkey. Samson was powerful, but he was also careless. One day, he fell in love with a woman named Delilah. The Philistine rulers paid her to discover the secret to his strength. She asked Samson again and again, and finally he told her, "If my hair is ever cut, I will lose my strength." While Samson slept, Delilah had his hair cut. The moment the final lock of hair fell, his strength left him. The Philistines rushed in, captured him, blinded him, and took him away in chains. Now a prisoner, Samson seemed broken and defeated. The Philistines threw him in a dark prison and mocked him. But during that time, Samson's hair began to grow again, and more importantly, Samson's heart turned back to God. One day, during a huge celebration in a great temple, the Philistines brought Samson out to make fun of him in front of the crowd. They chained him between two great pillars that supported the building. Samson prayed quietly, "Lord, remember me and give me strength one more time." Then he pushed with all his might. The pillars shook. The entire temple collapsed, and Samson brought down the building, destroying more enemies in his death than he had in his entire life. Samson's story is not just about unbelievable strength. It's about a God who can use ordinary people, even those who make mistakes, to do extraordinary things. Samson failed many times, but when he turned back to God, God gave him strength again. His story reminds us that true strength doesn't come from muscles, but from faith, and that God can still use us, no matter how many times we've fallen. Even when we fail, God can still use us. What would happen if you trusted God with all your heart, just like Samson finally did? If you'd like, I can also add scene directions and music, visual cues to help with production. Want me to include those as well?